Good afternoon from the Cayman Island, Little Cayman. We're shooting here on one of the few reefs in the world that is still growing. One of the 4 reefs in the world that is still growing. Isn't that incredible? All the reefs in the world, and there are only 4, that are still showing some positive signs of growth. Now we'll go into those positive signs of growth, but they have to do with the pH of the ocean, the calcium and how it's laid down in the coral, the quality of the fish, the quality of the water, and all that is being measured right here. Later on, we'll show you the station called NOAA that is out there. It's a computerized station that's showing all of this data continuously so we can tell what's happening in the ocean. I'd like to talk about what we did last night for a little bit. We went out on the boat and we caught a number of lionfish, and we caught about 21 lionfish. They speared them about 100 feet below the surface, brought them back, and they were on ice, and then we dissected them. We looked at the gills, where they breathe, and we looked at the mouth of the lionfish. It's huge. This fish was made to eat. It's totally amazing. I'll show you that picture. Total mouth goes in. They have very few teeth because they eat their fish, their meal, whole. Then it goes down into a very small gut. The gut is very small because they don't have a lot of digestion. They eat it whole. They eat meat only. They eat no vegetables. Some of you will hear that and will carry that in your mind for the rest of your life. That's a nutrition point. But as they eat that fish, it goes into their gut, and what we're finding is that the byproducts, the digestion now, when we look at the liver and the gallbladder, the liver is huge and unhealthy, very unhealthy, and has about 3 times as much fat as was in the liver. And when we see that, we know that there's something definitely wrong with the digestive system, something wrong with this lionfish. Well, number one, it has nobody to eat it up. It has no fear, because it is the terrorist of the ocean. It is the one that is in control, and it is scary. When we see them out there, of course, we don't go near them because of all the poisons that they can eject, etc. But it's interesting to see them in the lab. Another thing we saw last night were the egg sacs. We saw mostly males last night, but there was a large female that had a very hydrated egg sac. And that hydration is when the eggs are just about before they're laid. They probably would have been laid last night. 10,000. Now they usually lay 30,000, so maybe this was a smaller egg sac. 30,000 eggs. Very similar to what ticks are laying. So we're seeing some parallels in between the ticks and the lionfish. Get you a picture of that egg sac later. But right now we're signing off for lunch, and then we're going to be studying the ocean a little bit more. So look at the beautiful colors in that ocean. What you're seeing first are the grasses. Right after the sand and the rocks are the grasses, and then about 20 feet out, 40 feet out, we'll see the coral reefs. My sister and I have been under those coral reefs today, and we saw squid, lionfish, we saw a lot of snappers, number of different things, beautiful, gorgeous coral, some orange tube coral that I saw fish going in and out of, and a conch right on top of it. And then as we were coming in, we saw some fish that I haven't identified yet that had a beautiful pattern to them. What we see under there is magnificent. Signing off from Cayman Research Center. Thank you.